Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine and today I will be your guide through the One World Tarot. One World Tarot is one of my favorite tarot decks. It is written by Dr. Lena Rodriguez of Queensland, Australia, and Ms. Seanna Rose of Alberta, Canada. Now, I don't know, and it is not discussed, on how these two women from two very different areas of the world and completely different generations got together to write a book on tarot and produce this beautiful deck. But the results are fabulous. So Dr. Rodriguez is the founder of Tarot Down Under, or Lena Down Under, as you can find her on YouTube. She's got a PhD in sociology, but she's been a tarot reader for many, many years, and she reads tarot on YouTube. So I'll put her channel in the link below. But her tarot is very interesting in that she doesn't do generic readings for people. She's very keenly interested in American politics. And so I was watching one of her videos recently where she was doing tarot for various political situations that are going on in the United States. Now, she's Australian, so she doesn't have a dog in the fight other than being a member of the free world. So her perspectives are very, very interesting. Seanna Rose is completely different. Well, Dr. Rodriguez is possibly in her 60s. I don't know from Seanna's hands on her YouTube videos if she's much over 30, if at all. And her YouTube videos are very, very different. She does kind of this choose your own adventure style of tarot, where she'll put out a series of 3 different context clues for people, and you choose the context that you would like read for you. So if it's, an owl with a piece of howlite, or a odd little picture of a dog with a piece of turquoise or something like that, she reads that way, and then she'll do a whole spread based on what a person who might be interested in that context clue would need to hear. So very interesting kind of choose your own adventure style. So what they did make together is really, really fabulous. So this was published in 2022 by St. Martin's Essential Publishers. The artist is Alexandra Filipek, who is a New Jersey-based artist who specializes in digital media and commercial illustration. So has some very beautiful illustrations on her website, which I will put in the description box below. But let's go ahead and switch cameras, and we'll take a look at what's in the box here. So we have a nice little slide box with our deck of 78 cards. Lost one. There we go. So you do get a card deck of 78 cards, 22 major arcana, and 56 minor arcana, and 4 suits: wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. Normal for a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck. The illustrations are really fun because you get this wonderful variety of all kinds of shapes and sizes and colors of people. It's really got a nice variety to it. And so it makes it a really great deck to read if you happen to be reading at a festival or something like that. You get a lot of different people. This speaks to a lot of different people because of that, and a lot of different cultures. It's really fun illustrations. So the book is 292 pages. It is in black and white. And rather than do a lengthy introduction on how to read tarot and the history of tarot and everything, there's a short introduction. But what they give you for every entry is you get some keywords, you get the information about the card, and then you get how to read it. What's the worldview? And then tarot tips. Most entries have this nice little tarot tip. So rather than have one chapter that's got all of the tarot tips in it, they've sprinkled them throughout the book, and it's really quite fun. In the back, she does give, each of the authors gives a little bit of information on preparing to read tarot, just your own personal practice. And Dr. Rodriguez does speak about meditating for a good 15 minutes at least before you jump into doing a tarot reading. And while I'm typically against hard and fast rules on anything, I do have to side with her on that, especially considering her level of experience. Really, it's one of those, you have to put your own oxygen mask on before you can help anybody else. So meditation and then doing your own tarot before you read for other people is certainly the way to do that. So I certainly have to agree with her on that. So let's go ahead and look at the cards. Okay, so let's look at the cards, beginning with the Major Arcana and the Fool. The Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant. And I particularly like this card because you don't, it's not just one thing. You have the church here with all kinds of people coming towards it. You also have a courthouse back here, which indicates the rule of law as kind of a hierophant, or back here could be a government building, also could be a institution of higher learning, a university. So I really enjoy the way that this Hierophant card incorporates all of those ideas. The Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, which reminds me a little bit of Judge Judy. I like that. The Hanged Man, Death, because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. Emily Dickinson, sorry. Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. Next, we'll move into the Suit of Wands. Beginning, obviously, with the Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. You can see these all very much follow the Rider-Waite-Smith pattern, Four of Wands, but they give this lovely modern update. Five of Wands, Six of Wands. We have Boudica here. If you're not familiar with the history of Boudica, she battled the Romans in Britain back in the day. She was mildly successful at first. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. She did sack Londinium back in the day. Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, Page of Wands. Now I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. With big hearts and flowers, because I'm originally from New Orleans, and this is just so very New Orleans. I get so nostalgic about this. This is just, I love it. Especially this card, because if you're looking at St. Louis Cathedral here in the background, from here, there's a large public square that's called Jackson Square. It's a very lovely park these days. And then just beyond Jackson Square, between Jackson Square and the cathedral, is where all the tarot card readers are. That's where there's usually 2, 3, 5, could be a half dozen people, generally women, with their tables set up. And there's also metaphysical shops and stuff like that. They have tarot readers there, but tarot readers all over New Orleans. I love it. I love it. We've got Marie Laveau here, Queen of Voodoo back in her day. Love it. Love it. And then Rex, King of Mardi Gras here. Oh, happy, happy, happy. Moving on to the Suit of Cups. With the Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. The Ten of Cups. Familial, generational there, yeah. Page of Cups. This set of court cards is Venice. So I've got the gondolier there, Knight of Cups, Venetian Carnival, Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Beautiful. Just love it. Moving on to swords now. With the Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. 10 of Swords, but I like the idea of the phoenix rising here. Yeah, it's very cool. Page of Swords, so we go into Imperial Japan. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. I love the owl perched on her throne there. And the King of Swords. Finally, we come to our Suit of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. A little foreclosure sign there, so very modern interpretation of being really down on one's luck. Six of Pentacles. Although this is less the generosity we see in some Six of Pentacles, and she's gonna like, really? You're gonna give me your loose change as a tip? Huh? Come on, dude. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Getting that Palm Beach feeling there. 10 of Pentacles. Again, the generations all together. The Page of Pentacles. So now we go to India. The Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. The Maharani. And the King of Pentacles, the Maharaja. Very cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed our journey through the One World Tarot. Roses and thorns for this deck. I love this deck. I think this deck is fabulous. I have no thorns for this deck. How can you possibly have a thorn for this deck? Okay, maybe you could. Hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's what it's all about. And what does speak to you? This definitely speaks to me, and I find that it speaks to a lot of other people that I've read for as well. It's something that people can immediately see themselves in somewhere, somehow. And I think that's very important for tarot, for people to be able to to wholly participate in a reading. So I do have to give props to this deck as well, and to the authors of the deck, because if you look at their YouTube channels, they use their own deck. I have seen YouTube channels by very talented and gifted readers that have their own deck, and they won't use their own deck for whatever reason. I have my theories about that, but I'm going to keep that to myself because I'm not reviewing those decks, because I wouldn't buy them. This deck, however, it does, you could do upright or reversed meanings, but the way it's written for upright meanings predominantly, although they do give the positive and negative to it, so you wouldn't be missing out. But it's a little more holistic in that you kind of have to see the bad and the good all together. It all depends on your personal style of reading. If you liked this video, please hit like. If you like this type of content, please subscribe. It's totally free. You don't have to pay to listen to me rabbit on about tarot. I'll do it anyway. I'm going to follow this up with a reading using the One World Tarot deck, so I certainly hope that you will join me there for that video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.